Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I am going to tell you about what is intermittent fasting and how it works. So intermittent fasting is usually the cycle of eating and fasting. Though there are many different types of intermittent fasting, but the most popular one which is used is 16 is to 8. That means you fast for the 16 hours and you eat in the period of 8 hours. What happens in intermittent fasting and what is the actual mechanism of intermittent fasting? So in the feeding period of 8 hours, when you eat your food, the food gets converted into glucose and it is used as the medium of energy, right? But that glucose in excess gets converted into glycogen and it is stored in your liver in the form of energy called as glycogen or the fat. Correct. Now, this happens in the period of 8 hours. What happens when you are fasting for 16 hours? In the period of 16 hours, the fat is actually, or the glycogen is actually broken down. The glycogen stores, which were, into the liver, they start breaking it down and they are used as your energy source. When that glycogen stores gets over, the extra fat which is accumulated near your abdomen, near your arms or your thighs, it gets broken down and that fat breakdown happens, and then further your fat is used as your energy source. Okay, and that's how you must have seen so many people when they are on intermittent fasting, they tend to lose weight. Now, what are the actual benefits of intermittent fasting? Well, as you all know, intermittent fasting helps in terms of weight loss, okay, where the fat or the adipose tissue is breaking down and it's converted into energy, and that's how you use your fat mass, okay. But you need to also make sure that you are doing proper exercise or going for a walk, or your protein intake or your fiber intake is very, very good for your muscle repair, so that you are not losing onto your muscle but only your fat. So yes, it actually helps in weight loss. Second most benefit of intermittent fasting is, of course, it helps in terms of lowering your blood sugar levels, or lowering your blood pressure, okay, that is called as hypertension. So what it does is it gives your pancreas some rest, okay, so the incidence spike is not too much, okay, and that's how you are able to manage, or your blood sugar levels are in the controlled manner. Third and the most important, your cellular repair, okay, the stage of autophagy that happens into the intermittent fasting is very, very good because it helps your body to detoxify, okay. And hence in the intermittent fasting, the 16 hours of fasting period, you can take your water, you can take your fluids, okay. That's how you will be able to detoxify your body as well. What are the cons of intermittent fasting? Of course, when you see other people doing it, you really think, yeah, that it is very easy and you can also do it, okay. But when you start experiencing it, or when you start doing it, of course it becomes a little bit here and there and you're not able to manage. So there are chances that you might get irritated, you might feel hunger pangs because you're not used to keep so much of fasting, okay, at long hours. So initially in that term, what you can do is you can start with small hours of fasting. So for example, you do not go directly with 16 is to 8. You can start with 12 hours of fasting, then you can gradually after a week increase it up to 14 hours, and then you can go up to 16 hours of fasting. And that's how you will be able to maintain a sustainable period of time. Second and the most thing is that you can end up into overeating as well, because of course your body is into that period or into that mode where you're feeling a lot of hungry, and you are not able to maintain your cravings. And that's how, while in the period of eating, you can end up eating a lot of food because you might back of the mind assume that you need to now fast for the long hours. So that's how you need to also keep a track and manage on that as now. During that intermittent fasting, you also need to make sure that you are having proper meals, because there are chances that you might get nutrient deficient in that period, or your immunity might go into a lot of consequences. So you need to make sure that you are taking a proper nutrition guidance, or you're properly taking or doing it in some professional manner, okay, where a person can guide you about what you are eating and how you are doing it. So as I mentioned that you need to start with small initially, that is 12 hours, 14, and then go up to 16, because there are chances that when you stop doing intermittent fasting, you can regain your weight back. Okay, so you need to properly make sure that you are doing it under professional guidance. Now that there are certain limitations about who can perform or who can go ahead with this intermittent fasting. First of all, of course, if you're trying to lose weight, you are a normal individual without any health condition or without any medications, you can definitely go ahead with this intermittent fasting. But someone who is type 1 diabetes, someone who is underweight, or someone the child and the teenager children and the teenage people cannot go ahead with that. Okay, and if you're planning to go ahead with this, or if you're planning to start it on your new year, just make sure that you are taking a proper healthcare professional advice, as I mentioned earlier as well. I hope you found this video very interesting and very informative. If you have any questions, any doubts, you can let us know and I will be able to help you out or reach out to you on the comment section. Okay, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video and share it to as many as family members or friends if you want. And yeah, stay tuned. Thank you so much.